Okay, well, we see that we're live. Welcome, Groove, to this major announcement here on Monday at noon Eastern time. We are live. I'm here joined today with my awesome business partner and co-founder of Groove, John Cornetta. I'm Mike Filsaime, and we said we had what's that? Hey, John, we had a very big announcement that we're making today. And so the first thing we want to let everybody know is we're going to have a little bit of fun here today. We're going to be bringing on our new partner in a new venture that we're doing. And we are going to be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. So my team is looking by. So for the first person to put the name of the company that we've just put a major investment into, and we're going to talk about what that means in a minute, they're going to get a $100 Amazon gift card. So start, first of all, if you're live and you're seeing us, put your guess in the chat, or just put your name and where you're from into the chat. Now, again, $100 gift card for the company that we've invested in, and we're looking to have a long-term commitment and integration with Groove. We're going to talk more about it. So let me give you some clues. I have some little clues here for us. And John, are you seeing anything in the chat yet? Not yet. Oh, so maybe there's a little chat thing I've got to type here. Okay, I didn't see that. So people are typing in. Let me see it. Trello. No. Okay. So ready. Here's the very first clue. This person spoke at GrooveCon. This person spoke at GrooveCon. And Deb, just do me a favor. Just give me a wave if somebody answers the question, because it's a little hard for me to see. No, not HubSpot. Let's see what people are saying. Not Funnelytics. Very good guess. That's a great company. You'll wave if you see it. Okay. The next clue to win $100 is.
I'm waving.
Somebody got it. We got an answer?
Yes.
Oh, who's the winner?
Somebody got it.
Somebody got it. Who was it?
It scrolled by so fast. It's Peter Torben Roden.
Okay, all right.
At 12:02.
So Peter Torben Roden at 12:02. You win a $100 gift card for saying what I'm going to say. In just a minute, we're going to bring on the CEO of that company. And John, you can put the hat on right now if you want. I'll put the hat on right now. Here are some of the other clues. The person spoke at GrooveCon. The CEO is from Hawaii. It's a CRM-based software, and it does automated messaging, and it involves social media. And if that's a little bit hard to see, now we can finally announce it. We have made an investment in ChatMatic, a major investment that's leading to a long-term partnership and hopefully some bigger things as the future goes. So Deb Cole, if you could please bring on our new partner, ladies and gentlemen, put a big one in the chat there. If you're very excited to meet Travis Stephenson. Travis is in Hawaii, as you can see behind him. Just 5 minutes ago, behind him was jet black. And over as this call goes on, it might get a little bit lighter. It's probably, gosh, I don't know, 6 a.m. in the morning over there by you, Travis?
6:04. Yep. I'll turn it around too, so you guys can actually see. We're talking sunrise here.
Look at that. Yeah, it was jet black just 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we're going to be seeing the sunrise. That's a beautiful view. So folks, let you know what we're going to be doing on this call. Number one, we're going to talk about what does it mean that we become an investment partner in ChatMatic. What does it mean for us to? That's okay, Deb. I'll move over if you want to do the triple. Although I like that view better. We're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about what integrations, what that means for you as a GrooveFunnels member. We're going to talk about what you get as a free member of GrooveFunnels. We're going to talk about what you get as a backer, an upgraded platinum member of GrooveFunnels. We're going to be showing you a demo of ChatMatic, and then we're going to do some Q&A. So we have people watching for any questions that you have. We'll probably isolate them maybe in a Google Doc team. Maybe we'll put them in a Google Doc so it's a little easier to go through some of these questions later. And finally, we want to talk about what ChatMatic is. So I'm going to give you a brief take on that. And it's basically, there's a major competitor, right? Like all industries have a Coca-Cola. And we always believe that every Coca-Cola needs its Pepsi. Every Microsoft needs its Apple, every Android needs its iOS, et cetera, et cetera. So in that sense, the 800-pound gorilla in the market is a fantastic, wonderful company called ManyChat. Them, along with Travis and ChatMatic, have led the way in terms of what people can do with automated Facebook Messenger marketing as follow-up. And you've all seen that. Type 1 in the chat, and then you start getting these automated messages from marketing. It is the most powerful way to message in marketing, especially tied in with advertising. We're going to be talking about that as well. And we'd like to basically say that we are so proud to be partners with Travis, bring our ideas together, bring our marketing together, and help make ChatMatic the number one automated or chat messenger bot marketing, all these different things. In fact, Travis will probably give it a better name, what industry it actually is. And look, we think it's good for us. We think it's good for ManyChat. They'll probably be number one for a while and maybe forever, whatever the case is. But there's definitely room for us to enter the market take a bigger share of that pie, combining our efforts with ChatMatic and Groove. So, Travis. Well, John, let me turn it over to you first, just so you can say your nice words, and then we can make Travis the show here, the star of the show.
No, listen, this has been a nice long journey, and I'm glad that we got to this point. And I've always thought, and I want all our customers to realize that when we did this, the usage and the way that ChatMatic can be used not only in the digital space, which I think we see, but in the e-commerce space, it's huge. And I think Travis touched on that as well, that it benefits every aspect of our platform, from the email marketing side to the video, to memberships, to digital, to e-commerce. Every aspect can be enhanced by ChatMatic. And I think that's the reason why it's the first company that we actually did this with, because it's so congruent with everything we did. And it just brings us light years ahead. We don't have to go ahead and develop this and come up with the marketing and all of the things, the internal marketing that Travis already has, and he does such a good job. And so I'm just really excited about this. I look forward to hearing what Travis has to say, where this goes over the next few years.
And so we're going to bring, thanks, John. We're going to bring Travis on in just a second. I just want to say one thing, get this part out of the way quick. Let me move over here, center myself more. ChatMatic is going to maintain its own identity. It's going to maintain chatmatic.com. It is not going to become, it's not being absorbed in any way into GrooveFunnels. It is not going to become an app in GrooveFunnels. It is a separate app. Travis is the CEO of this company. As we said, we have become an investment partner, and that's going to be growing over time. And there's some possible exciting things that are going to come out of that in the future. But basically, ChatMatic is ChatMatic. It's going to be at chatmatic.com. We're going to have a deep integration with GrooveFunnels, but it is not part of the GrooveFunnels suite, nor will it ever be. This is ChatMatic, and Travis is the CEO. So, Travis, with that said, let's bring on your pretty face here, one of the most handsome guys in the industry there with his ChatMatic hat there in Hawaii, and welcome aboard, partner.
Thank you. Yeah, this is exciting, and I'm definitely looking forward to being able to help everybody who's here, do some exciting new things. I mean, I think that one of the things when I first started looking into ChatMatic, I always loved the idea of eventually partnering with and or working with people in this space, and especially guys like John and Mike. You guys have been leading the way on this stuff. So what is really kind of interesting and exciting for everybody who's watching, like, I think one of the questions that I want to get out there right away is, okay, so what, where does this fit with what I'm doing with Groove, and or how does it help? How does it improve what I'm doing there? And I'm going to tell you guys this. I really feel like every single one of you should be able to utilize systems like, chat automation and chat systems like we have. to generate leads, and you use those leads and you monetize them with the things that you have in Groove. And I think that is one of the biggest pieces. And if you can generate leads, I can tell you right now, the secret to any amount of wealth that you're going to create in any digital business is a lot of times going to come down to your list. And if you have a good list and you have a powerful list, you can always make money. And as you grow your business, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's physical products, whether it's digital products, doesn't matter, whether you're affiliate marketing, the number one way that you're going to stay online, and the number one way that I've stayed online for 10 years, and the number one answer that most gurus, if you said, hey, if you had to start all over again and you can only bring one thing with you, what would you bring? Everybody's going to say their list. And so the more quality that list is, and the better your ability to reach the people on that list, the more money you can make in your business. And that's what I wanted to create with ChatMatic, was this centralized system that allows you to build your list in a way that's one-to-one direct communication. And along the way, what was amazing was I realized there's so many more ways to monetize Messenger subscribers. You can collect them in email. And again, there's going to be some great integrations with the Groove systems that, directly from ChatMatic to Groove. So when you're collecting this data, it gets right to the platforms that matter, so you guys can monetize it that way. This is going to be an absolute game changer. So
Travis, I want to pivot real quick here, so that we move over here, so that we get the most important thing out, because I'm going to show you two things. Some of the people are saying, if you're seeing on the screen, this was a nice way, right? What's in it for the Groove client, right? So we got to get this out of the bag, and here's the other way that some of the people are feeling, so we can make them excited. Well, that's pointless for us. That thanks a lot. You guys brought in ChatMatic, but what does that have to do for us? So different ways of saying it. That's pointless, or what's in it for Groove client. Well, we're going to leave this one up there. It's in a better spirit. So because it's actually not pointless, right? One of the things that we wanted to get out here early, that we said at the beginning, maybe Shane, you joined us a minute late. One of the first things we said is that we're going to be talking about what this means for the free members and what this means for the upgraded members. So without further ado, Travis, why don't we talk about what every free member of Groove is getting that is certainly not pointless, and that answers the question here for Jamie Bader and everybody else that's on this stream, the 364 people that are watching this live and the thousands that'll be watching the replay. Let's talk about what free members of GrooveFunnels will be able to do by getting part of ChatMatic absolutely free. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we're going to give you guys a secret link. That link's going to allow you into ChatMatic completely free. I don't even want to see your credit card for up to 250 subscribers. And so that's something that you guys are only getting there. Even if you go to our website, we have a 14-day trial. You guys are bypassing that. You don't have to pay anything for any amount of time until you actually have subscribers in the platform. I think that's probably one of the biggest and best things that we can do for you guys. So we are going to get you guys that link. You'll be able to log in. You'll be able to use it. Nothing held back. A lot of our competitors, or I'll say our biggest competitor, when you use their free version, they don't give you all of the features. And some of them are the most important features for you to grow. And what I'm going to be doing is actually giving you guys, and what we're doing here with Groove, we're going to be giving you guys completely free run of the software with absolutely no features held back behind some pro upgrade. What we're going to do is we're going to say, look, you owe nothing until you get 250 subscribers. At that point, you're going to be making more than the software would ever cost you off of those subscribers. So then you're already profitable. We're not going the opposite way where you pay first and then go. So I think you guys will absolutely love it. And if you get using it and it's for whatever reason taking you a little bit longer to get moving, well, you don't owe until you actually get those subscribers. So I think that's going to be a big plus.
So let me put that. Go ahead, John.
Let me ask something, Travis, because I think people, sometimes they hear 250,000 subscribers, 250 subscribers, and I'm not going to make a lot of money. Would you share with some people the amount of return on investment that we're getting on our own ChatMatic campaign, and that what you've seen, similarly?
Oh yeah. So I'm telling you guys this. This is actually a stat. We did a test 6 months ago. I ran a campaign from my email list over to also I ran the same campaign on my Messenger list. And guys, this is where it really comes out that you need to really understand the value here. Per subscriber, a messenger subscriber is worth 14 times what an email subscriber is worth. We did a full test across 7 days where we mailed our list and we did a messenger broadcast to our list. Messenger was worth 14 times more than an email subscriber was worth. And so right now, what John mentioned was we've been running one campaign for them in particular that was a small campaign, very, very micro, which is what Messenger is really all about. It was a very micro campaign, and I believe they were getting 5 or I think it might have gotten up to 10x ROAS, return on ad spend. Getting 10 times your money back on an ad because you run it into Messenger is huge. And guys, I literally just posted in my group. So all of you who join our free trial or our free, enrollment, you guys will actually be able to get into our ChatMatic group. I literally just yesterday posted a 45-minute interview with a guy. And this is the 2 things he talked about. Number 1, he talked about using Messenger for himself on this photography thing. He used Instagram and made $17,000 in 3 days using nothing but Messenger. Then he realized, I'm pretty good at this stuff. And I want you guys to all think this way too, because this is crazy and a really easy way for you to dual monetize your businesses. He said, I'm pretty good at this Messenger stuff. And so he made a list of all of his friends. And he reached out to his friends and he said, hey, do you guys know anybody who sells stuff online? And one person said, I do. So he started working with this company, and he's grown their business by $60,000 in the last 90 days off of $5,000 in ad spend for them. And he gets a cut of that. So there's just so many different opportunities. Messenger does provide a significantly higher ROI. And then I guess I'll give you my best case study ever was we spent $89 and made $43,000 in 24 hours. And I can show you guys, I break it down to everything. So that's one of the things that I love about what we do at ChatMatic is I'm not just a software guy who made a software because I've got all these like invested people who I had to have these guys, make all their money, kind of like the big Silicon Valley tech companies do. My motivation was never about, making a stockholder happy, so to speak. It was more so, look, I'm a marketer. What's the best thing that we can do for marketers? And so I've been building the software around that same idea, which I think is one of the big things that Groove is doing. Like you look at it as a marketer, what I want in my marketing tools, Groove's doing that. And I think it's the same thing along the same mission that we have. So you guys are going to see, we have a lot of training. We base a lot of our software's growth around training. We actually teach you how to use it instead of everybody else out there who just wants to make a course and then say, oh, well, you got to go get these guys software. What we're doing is we make the course, we use the system. I have done over 6 figures myself with agency clients. I teach my users how to run an agency where they run Messenger for other people. And then we also teach them exactly how to, build their own list, promote their own products, how to promote affiliate products. And so you'll learn how to do all of that.
I'm going to interrupt here because that was just for the free members, and I want to talk about the paid members, the paid members as well. And so folks, just to recap there, the free members get free access to ChatMatic. We're going to be providing you a link for that in just a minute. I'm just confirming something with my team because I'm seeing that you can't scroll on it in a small window, so you can't scroll down to the section, or maybe it's just my computer, but I'm just asking them to verify that for me. So if so, then we can do an alternative by giving them different links. Okay, so free members get a free ChatMatic account for up to 1 page. And we're going to be demoing that in a minute, how that works. And that means your first 250 subscribers are free. What that means is you can get in the free training that we're going to provide and learn how to use the software with no additional cost to you, even as a free member, no credit card required. The beautiful thing about this, back in 2003, I coined the notion that's held true for almost everybody in the industry. You can make $1 per month for every subscriber that you have on your email list with proper email marketing, either for your own product or affiliate products or for both. So with 250 people if you use this properly to get these people to opt into your list in GrooveMail and do some promotions for your own product or email marketing products, that should be able to generate $250 a month in income for you. So you definitely want to stay on the training. Speaking of training, I'm going to bring Travis back on now. Travis, we have obviously our paid lifetime members right now going backwards that we call our backers. You know, and then, you know, our free members, hopefully, you know, they're going to become paid members in the future. You know, the pride and joy of our company, obviously, that helped us build this company are our backers, and we want to do something special for them. So let's talk about what the backers. So just to make this clear, so if anybody says, what if I bought this? What if I bought this? If you upgraded inside the GrooveFunnels app, if you're a paid customer, then this applies to you. Go ahead, Travis.
Okay, so yeah, guys, this is super exciting. I'm happy that I can actually bring this to you, and we're doing something that I've just never done before. When it comes to access, we've had some of the most success. I'd love to know in the comments because I can see them, and I think I'm like addicted. Guys, just give me a yes if you are all whoever's backers, because I think this is exciting news for you guys. But here's kind of where I think you're going to be able to take it to the next level. In ChatMatic, the number one question that we get is, Travis, when I log in, I would love to know, you know, how to build these specific campaigns. And so obviously templates are a really big deal. Having templates, having pre-built sequences, but then also knowing what to do with those pre-built sequences. So what we decided to do was we decided to give everybody who is a backer with Groove something unprecedented. We are going to be giving you guys access to our template club, which is actually 2 new templates every single month that are pre-built, that literally all you have to do is copy and paste. And I'll show you guys an example of one here in just a minute. But you're all going to be getting access to the template club, but it gets a little bit better because I think having a template is one thing. But what I want to be able to do is help all of you start generating revenue outside of your own business even, by giving you our most successful training program as well. And our most successful training program is called the Agency Accelerator. And what this does is it teaches you, by going behind the scenes in my business, exactly how you can actually use Messenger to start charging clients anywhere between we've actually had somebody charge $26,000. And we're going to be giving you guys the full training, which is going to walk you through how does messenger marketing work? How do you utilize it? How do you generate leads? How do you close clients? How do you find clients? And then again, all of these templates throughout the way will be pre-built. So a great example of this is we have a plastic surgeon template that has about 90 different features through it. And it actually allows you to generate leads for a plastic surgeon by asking the customer, what are you interested in? And they might say, oh, I want to, get this done. And then they can go through this sequence. We actually worked on it with a plastic surgeon. And what we do is we literally can give you this template. And when you have it, you can go to a plastic surgeon and they pay $2,500 a month for this service. And I show you exactly how we run the ads. We actually go over my shoulder where you see exactly how I'm setting it up. And what's great is with Messenger, and I say this a little tongue in cheek because I realize where I'm saying this, but with Messenger, you don't necessarily need the landing page set up right away, right? There's no landing pages that you need right away. So you can actually get running with these templates immediately. You don't actually need to worry about, do I have all the other stuff behind it? You can start generating leads for clients and yourself within minutes because of our pre-built templates. So you guys will be getting access. Those of you guys who are backers, you'll be getting access to our template club, as well as our agency accelerator, which is really, really high. Our template club by itself is $97 a month. So you guys that are backers, you guys are going to be saving on that. You get 2 brand new templates every month, and we're going to be giving you access to the templates that we've already pre-built. That runs from everything from e-commerce templates. I have some of the most successful e-commerce campaigns in the market. You guys are going to be getting those templates for our contests, our buyer thank you ads, and all the training on how to actually use and leverage those. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. That'll give you a lot to do this week.
All right, Travis. So I'm going to recap that. So as we said, this is an exciting member for everyone. If you're a GrooveFunnels free member, or if you're a GrooveFunnels paid member, this just got better for you. If you're not paying, and will never pay for Groove and never pay for ChatMatic, this got better for you. This announcement was not about us today. This was about you. This makes our platform and ChatMatic better by integrating together. GrooveFunnels allows you to do many of the things that you want to do, like publish your pages, have call to actions, email marketing, sell your products, have affiliates, and fulfill your products. ChatMatic is one of the most powerful ways to actually communicate and follow up with leads on free traffic, Facebook, social media, and turbocharging Facebook traffic. So free members, you're getting a free account today. We're going to give you the link where you do that. You just basically connect with Facebook, and then we're going to be talking about all the exciting things. And we're going to start today with free training. Now, this is an important distinction here, that there is no distinction. For paid customers, past and people that upgrade today or people that upgrade during the launch, you're going to be getting access to everything that Travis just said about the Travis, what's the official name of that program?
Agency Accelerator.
The Agency Accelerator program, which people pay $99 a month for. That's incredible.
They pay more than that for that software. $99 a month is just our template club. So you
just
guys
a template club. So they're
club. And then on top of that, our normal subscribers pay for the Agency Accelerator as well. So you guys will be getting access to both of those with the value in total is over $299 a month.
All right, great. And Travis, I know that this is the first time this has ever been announced, and let's make an announcement to the ChatMatic people. I'm sure there are people right now that are saying, hey, I have ChatMatic. What does that mean for us? Travis is going to be doing an official communication to the ChatMatic members via email and via Facebook posts and things like that in this community in the next 24 to 48 hours. But we had to get them out in one place, and obviously we can't be doing two different live streams, and we want to announce this to the Groove community here. So I think this is just fantastic. As we said, now let's talk about the deep integration. So just to put a pin in that, because there was a question, what about, you said this is for the backers, what about if I buy it tomorrow or if I buy it in a week? So that leads us to the next thing that we're going to be doing. We're going to be launching, as you know, you can go to groovejv.com, and we're going to be doing one of the biggest launches in marketing history is going to be happening on October 6th through October 18th. In fact, Travis, I don't even think you know this. We're going to be doing what we're doing right now for 12 and a half days. We're going to start 6 hours before the launch, and we're going to go 6 hours after the launch, and we're going to be doing a 24/7 live stream. But instead of doing it in one studio like you've seen in the past, like, the Bossathons or Rich Sheffrin, we're going to do it more like New Year's Eve. We're going to have like shows that go for an hour or 3 hours, and we're going to say, okay, that's it. From the Groove Studios, we're going to turn it over, and we're going to go over to Malaysia for the next 4 hours to Simon Leung, and then back to David Lemon, and back to Deb Cole and Donna, and we're going to have guests and people like you, and trainings and interviews and fun. It's just going to be something we're going to put at the front of GrooveFunnels.com during the launch. That they sign up, they're going to be getting part of this 12-day, 24-hour training event with just different guests coming in.
Yeah. I would love to host a training. If you guys got an hour, 2 hours for me, I'd love to do.
Absolutely, Travis. We'll probably get you more than that, as much as you want. Probably maybe four or 5 days, a good hour here and there. Whatever good for you and your schedule.
Zone, right? I can. Whenever you guys are asleep,
you can help us out.
Like
yeah,
5 p.m. Yeah, I can help late hours.
Yeah. Once the midnight comes, that's easy for you. So yeah, that'll be great. And Donna and the team are already working on a schedule. So that's an announcement. So, but the point here that I want to drill down is when we're doing this launch, one of the main features that we're going to be advertising as a free bonus on the front of the launch and with the upgrades is going to be the stuff that we just announced with ChatMatic. So for you affiliates, this is going to make it easier that we have the live stream, the ChatMatic stuff to be talking about on top of just the great GrooveFunnels with no credit card. So let's now move on. Now that everybody knows if what you get when you're free, or if you're paid or going to be paid or paid during the launch. Now, we can't make this promise of what's going to happen post-launch. So right now we can at least make that commitment that everything that Travis said that the platinum members will get will be promised at least until the end of the launch. So that's good news for everybody. So let's move on now. We are now, with my glasses, I can't see squat. It's 12:30. And what we want to do now is talk maybe just, I'm just going to talk about maybe 1 minute, Travis, and we're going to go to a demo. So if you want to start getting your screen ready for a demo. So we're going to be doing some live training on this call for the next 20 minutes to a half hour, and then we're going to do Q&A and take all of your questions. So one of the important things that we want to say now is that with the investment in ChatMatic and the partnership that we're doing and looking into bigger things long-term here with ChatMatic to make ChatMatic the #1 software of its kind, or compete very healthy with that wonderful company, ManyChat. Like we said, is always better in a marketplace when there's a Coke and a Pepsi, because it leads to innovation. That means that we're putting our resources behind this project, helping Travis as the CEO of this company to make his dream come true better, faster, and more enjoyable by putting resources into developers and the backing of marketing for Groove. But more importantly for you, that means a deep integration into GrooveFunnels, where maybe there'll be a permanent icon in the dash. We're redoing the dash now with some icons, and maybe all of our icons will be pink. And a partnership like this, maybe it'll be a blue partnership to make a distinction that this is a separate company. But there is deep integration built and literally baked into the software, not even an API integration, literally finding ways to merge these codes so that it seems seamless for you. So logging back and forth between platforms will become, it's always going to be necessary, but once campaigns are set up, they'll be baked in a little bit better. So now let's talk about the power of ChatMatic and how this actually works in the marketing. So do us a favor, put a big number in the chat. The bigger the number, the more excited you are to see how this is going to impact your marketing with GrooveFunnels. And I'm going to read off some of these numbers, Travis, as you take over and share your screen. And there's so many people talking. Yeah, go ahead, John.
While he's doing that, I think you got your math wrong, because I was going to use the Mike Filsaime math. I was going to say, hey, look, Mike Filsaime, years ago, $1 a subscriber. I bought into that. I can certainly prove that. I've made a lot of money with email marketing getting the $1 subscriber. Travis says, I have proof that ChatMatic will get you 14 times what an email list will. So 250 subscribers is $3,500 a month for ChatMatic. It's not 250, right? 250 times 14. So
because we're already seeing that in campaigns. We're already seeing that in our campaigns with our ads. So Travis, take it away. I'm going to go on mute and turn it over to you.
All right. So just do me a quick favor, guys. Just give me a note that you are seeing my screen. I'm sharing it, but I just want to make sure you guys are actually seeing it there.
And Travis, there's a 5 to 7 second delay. So
okay. So you got that's fine. But you guys are seeing it in the box.
We see it. Yeah,
I'm seeing. Okay, great, awesome. So this, guys, is ChatMatic. So when we give you this special link, you guys are going to be hopping into a dashboard that looks just like this. And on the left-hand side, you're not going to see any pages, but you can add a page by literally in our software. This is how fast it's going to be for you guys to get going. You'll literally hit add new page. It's going to search and make sure that we have access to your Facebook account to see what pages you have. So make sure when you're logging in, you grant all the necessary permissions. But now it's got all these pages. You can connect all of your pages. You can connect one. And then from here, you're going to see those pages. And then this gives you just a general overview. One of the things that I really wanted to do, and this is super exciting, about 2 weeks ago, we released a brand new version of ChatMatic. We call this ChatMatic 2.0, which has a full drag and drop builder. It's got a better user interface. And one of the things that I wanted to do, because Messenger can be overwhelming when you're just getting started, is every 2 weeks we pop a tip in. So it's actually just a little tip, like a little thing that you can do. So you just go in, you get a little bit of momentum, and then every 2 weeks check back in on these little tip videos, because it's going to be one little thing that you can do, another little thing that you can do. So what I wanted to do, though, was take you guys through an example of a template. And I suggest doing this. This is like one of the best ways to learn. In my opinion, this is one of the best ways to learn how to use Messenger. So you can see this is our page dashboard. And if you want to try to figure out, like, okay, I want to build some stuff, get my hands on something, what I suggest that you do is you go on Facebook and you look at the ads that are in your newsfeed and you try to recreate that ad workflow in Messenger. And I'm going to show you guys a really cool example of this by giving you an example of an e-commerce campaign. Oh, and 2 questions that I want to answer that I see coming up a lot. Everybody, including backers, you're getting 250 subscribers for free. The backers, you guys are getting the training and the templates, which is completely next level. And then one of the really good questions that I get all the time is, Travis, what makes ManyChat and ChatMatic different? And to be honest with you, what makes it different is the fact that we're really taking you by the hand and showing you exactly what to do. Otherwise, at the end of the day, software is software, right? Software is just meant to automate processes that you and I put in place. So the better the software, obviously, the more you can do. So I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to make it simple. You'll notice we don't have nearly as many of the crazy settings that you have to put in place and nonsense than some of our competitors have. Because again, a lot of that's just not going to move the needle, as I would say. So let me just go ahead and here. I'm going to show you guys an example of an e-commerce campaign that I ran across that would be pretty hard to do in a website, but in Messenger is hugely valuable. Builds your Messenger subscriber list and just really allows you to do some awesome things. So I was in my newsfeed and I ran across this ad for thefarmersdog.com. And what it does is they ask you all these questions about your dog. And you can see here, it was like, at the very beginning of this, it was like, how many dogs do you have? I had one. His name was Cubby. This is our zip code, my name. And then it had these options for this. So that would be kind of hard to make this, but I get what they're doing, right? They're generating leads and they want to get an email address, and they do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps in. So I said, well, what if we just created that in Messenger? And so now imagine, this is actually our workflow builder. So now I'm going to show you guys an overview of what this looks like. So we built the same thing, but we built it in Messenger. So you can see actually right here, it's like, oh, hey, welcome to the Farmer's Dog. Just click I love my dog to get started. They click that. We've got some really cool GIFs. This actually is one of the real big benefits to using Messenger, is this ability to bring in animation and bring in typing delays and make it more personal. And then you've got, a bunch of different options. So we ask them, how many dogs do you have, as they asked here. And so what I'm actually going to do, though, is you can see, I'm not going to go through all of the details on this particular bot, but it's a really fun sort of engaging process. And then we also collect their email address right here. So I'm going to actually show you some of these features by building a campaign right here in front of you guys from scratch. And it would actually be a campaign. This is funny. And this is going to be something that I'm going to bring to you guys and give to you guys. And I haven't really discussed it with the guys at Groove yet, so I'm hoping they're going to be good with this. But I want to do a free training for you guys, teaching you how to use ChatMatic to promote Groove. Because I know a lot of you guys are using Groove or your Groove affiliates. I want to show you guys how you can actually use Messenger to build your list while also automatically promoting Groove. So I'm going to be bringing that to you guys. All of you guys who are in Groove, we'll figure out exactly how we do this. But let me just show you how I would start it off, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create a new template. One of the things that you'll notice is we are also the only Messenger software that is going to have a marketplace for templates. So before I actually build it, I'll explain. If you make a template, you can go in here. You can click, like, this is our plastic surgeon mini consult. This is the big plastic surgeon template, so it takes a minute to load. You can see this template right now in ChatMatic is available for you right now, and it's completely free. So when you log in, you can click purchase this template, and you've got it. You can actually zoom out. This one's too big. It actually, there's a bug that kills it because it's got like 90 other different things. But this is another template you guys can see that you can go in right now, and for $0, you can grab this. And it's a template that you can use to start promoting things, and it's all already pre-built. So we actually have a template marketplace. And what's going to be really exciting about this is if you guys create a template, I'm going to show you guys how to make money right now within the next week. If you create a template, you can actually go into our platform, and in our workflows area, you can click create template. You can upload a little background image. So I'll just do something really quick right here. Upload a little template cover. Give it a title, give it details. And if you want this to be publicly available, you can actually charge for it. So you can actually put a dollar amount in that you want to sell this template to. And all of our users who are in our platform will then have the ability to buy it. And you get half of whatever that cost is. So again, think about it. You guys can literally go in here, spend an hour making a really cool template, have it listed in our marketplace. And now other people at random times of the day can go through and purchase this. And it's pretty amazing because it's facing all of our users. It's not a private marketplace. This is actually going to give you the ability to upload these templates and generate some revenue from that, which will be pretty exciting. So let me go ahead and start making a template from scratch just to show you guys some of the features. I might call this my Groove affiliate template, right? And now we also are the only chat software so far that has this image search field or a GIF where it's all pre-built in. So if I want this, I might do like, let's see what you get when you type in Groove with a GIF. So you can see, you can literally add stuff into the chat sequence right away. You don't have to go to another tab and bring it back in or download GIFs or whatever. You can change it to images. We have full features here. So if you want to upload a video, you just put a little video right there. It's got to be less than 25 megabytes. You can drag and drop it right on there. It'll upload and you've got it right away. You can also, this is one of the really cool features that we have. You can do all of these merge. So essentially, when you collect data about somebody, you can save it to their profile, and then you can use that again in the future. So maybe you ask somebody, what's your favorite color? Well, you might be like, hey, I saw your favorite color was, and then you can use this little feature to drop their favorite color back in. It wouldn't be this, but it would say favorite color. And then as they go through the bot, it's actually going to pre-populate that with whatever their answer was. We've also got the ability to pre-populate people's email address. This is one of the things that we're doing in some of the GrooveFunnels that it's funny, in some of the GrooveFunnels or the Groove sequences that we're using, we're doing a lot with email collection as well. All you have to do is hit that email button, and then you'll see edit next message, and boom, this will actually pre-populate the user's email address. So now you've got it. And then we have these automations, which you're going to see a really amazing automation soon with Groove, but you can actually set that to automate and send that information over to Zapier, send that information over to Integromat, send that information over to Groove. And now as they're going through your funnel, you're getting their first name, their last name, their profile image, their email address, and it's all just kind of pre-built in. On top of sending messages, we also have the ability to obviously add delays. So most of you guys know there's a rule for Messenger where once somebody engages with your bot, you've got 24 hours to market to them. So what we do is we teach to have a primary sequence. So it might be 2, 3, 4 messages, and then wait like an hour. And then what we can do is let's check this out. Let's say we go here. I'm going to put a condition that says if the user clicked their email, then, right? So the user clicked their email, then send this message, right? But if they didn't click the email, send this. And this might be a reminder to, hey, go, hey, don't forget to join, right? And then maybe I'll say like, for now, pop your mobile number below, right? I'll use a little emoji. Oh, we're also, by the way, and I can't believe I'm saying this, we're the only Messenger tool that has a built-in emoji search. Wait, I was really excited about this. I get really jacked up on this feature. So I've never understood why you have to search through the full list of emojis. Like we all know this is how many emojis there are. Like there's hundreds. How do we know which one we want? So now you can go in here and you can go, I want something blue. Okay, maybe I want something power, right? So look, random words you can actually pop emojis in, right? So now you can actually make this more of a visually appealing system. But now after this, let's say you're doing this for a client and you want to notify them that they just got a lead. Well, I can go over here, put another delay on there for about 1 minute. And this account is actually a demo account, but and I could send them a text message right here, send SMS. You do have to buy SMS plans. But we have the same pricing that you'll find on any other major platform. So $20, get this, $20, you can send 8,500 text messages. So I don't think anybody's going to stress too much about the text message cost. It is literally $20 will get you 8,500 text messages. So don't worry too much on that. And you can buy bigger plans if you're doing more aggressive on the text message stuff. But so let's say we delay, and now we want to add a randomizer. This is really great too. So let's say you're doing a contest and you want to give one person right? Let's say we want to give one person a winning coupon, right? So we might have half the audience. Let's go here, 49. So now the way that when we save this, 50% of our audience is going to go over here, and we'll show you exactly why you would use this type of feature. But then 49% of our audience is going to go here, and then 1% of our audience is going to go here. So maybe you're giving away a $200 gift card. Well, now you could be like, oh, okay, hey, you're the winner, right? And you pop in an image. Let's go with GIF. Let's party. Who doesn't like to party? Boom. Drop that up in top. Then we're going to have a little typing delay in between the image and the text. You're the winner, right? We'll pop another text typing delay in here for 2 seconds. Show typing. Then we'll have, you could pop a little audio message in that says like, hey, congratulations, right? You record it, you drag and drop it. Now that'll upload. For sake of this, I'm just going to do, you could do a carousel, right? We'll search for the word winner. Now I can actually fill my carousel with items, and then underneath say like winning has its perks. You can put URLs in the image link down here. So you could go like google.com. So you could send them over to your website. You could send them over to your store. The description, we all love a good winner. Then you can add another image by clicking plus, literally go back to the search, pop the computer in, and now you're building this little, essentially a carousel. And if you look down here, you can actually see it in real time. It'll actually flow back and forth between each one of the carousel items. And you have the option to add buttons. So you could have it say, visit my website. And then maybe this goes over to your website. Maybe you want to have people call you, right? This is one of the coolest features I've ever seen. Watch this. Maybe you want to have somebody literally pick up the phone and call you. They're going through your sequence, right? And you're like, hey, you know what? This person's met the requirement. I want to talk to them right now. Well, what you do is you add a call button, and then you can literally have it to where it's going to open up their phone when they click this, right? So hit save changes. If they click this little button, it literally goes into their phone, opens the phone, and calls you without them having to type a single thing. So now you want to get inbound phone calls coming in 24 hours a day. Now you can pop that in, and now your sales team has calls coming in, not just sales being booked, calls being booked. Or maybe you're working as a Groove JV and you're like, you know what? I want to talk to you, right? I want to talk to these people. Why don't you, here's my number, call me. And now you can literally have them calling you in a second, which is hugely powerful. But then you can also pop a URL down here, visit our store. And then this would be your website. You obviously have all these other options, which I suggest, going through and figuring out. But some of the little features in here, like you can always like disable a connection between one message and the next, and then just drag it to the message you want it to go to. So there's some cool stuff there. We also have, you'll notice this zoom in, zoom out feature. You can auto rearrange. So in case it gets a little messy, you can auto rearrange tools. And now you've obviously got this full thing set up. So we do have some really cool features, but you'll notice, we try not to make it overly complicated. It's pretty self-explanatory. You want to send a message, an SMS, you want to add a condition, you want to randomize, and you want a smart delay. Now, I'll give you guys a little hint as to some of the things that we want to do on the conditions. And this is me internally, what I want to be able to do for you is imagine someday you get a ChatMatic subscriber and then they visit your website and they buy your product. Wouldn't it be great if instantly you could have a message sent to them from Messenger, right? So like maybe it's a buyer and you want to send them their login information, or maybe it's a lead just signed up and you want to send them a thank you in Messenger, but they signed up on a website. We want to be able to add automations that allow you to do that. You can watch a user's journey and actually have intuitive communication back and forth, but watch how simple it all is, right? Let's say you make your workflow. This probably won't save. You can see I've got all these errors in it because it's like a bunch of empty items. So I'm going to say I saved it. Now I go to triggers, right? So now I've got this workflow. Travis, how do I actually get it to trigger? Well, we have all of these features. So we're going to go ahead and call this Groove Demo. So you can have a welcome message, and that just means anytime somebody goes to this page and they click the little Get Started button, that workflow will fire, or an auto response. So let's say, somebody goes to your page and they type a question that you don't have built in using our keyword message, this can be like a catch-all response using an auto response. Or you want to make an ad. Well, if you want to make an ad, you can use our JSON feature, which actually allows you to upload an ad right to Facebook ads, or a keyword message. So if somebody comes to your page and you want to send this farmer dog campaign, you might want to have it say, Groove is awesome. And if anybody types exactly the phrase, Groove is awesome, save and finish, boom, they're going to get that message. Some of our favorite, the most likely case you're going to get started, the first one you're going to use is an m.me link. What that does is it creates a URL that will send whatever message you select. You can custom ref it, which means at the end, I'll show you here, farmer's dog. So now you copy this to the clipboard. Boom. I hit save and finish. And you guys will see here it's been successfully saved. I'm going to go here, just go to the URL. And this literally, you can send that URL to anybody through email, through whatever you want. You can see here, I've got the full workflow popping up in my messenger, and it's running just behind the scenes. I don't have to do anything. This is all being able to be automated. You built this entire thing in our platform. And I built this in about 20 minutes yesterday, and I recorded myself and I uploaded it to our membership area. So if you are interested in this, being able to see how this stuff flows, then it's all available in our ChatMatic training. So you could literally go through all of this. I want to show you guys the email field, because I know that's going to be a big one. See, this question actually says, what's your pet's name? I'm going to say my dog's name is Cubby, because it is. We have a little pug who's named Cubby. And so you can see here, it's like, here's a fill in the blank question. I already believe that healthy food is crucial for Cubby. Okay, great. And below, you should see your email. And you can see right here, my email address. All I've got to do is tap it. Now, behind the scenes, that email address is getting sent over to my autoresponder. I can start sending them email communications, so on and so forth. So that would be an m.me link. Another really great one that you're going to want to use is, I'm going to call this comment trigger Groove. And this is a huge one. If you have a fan page on Facebook and somebody comments on one of your posts, you can actually send them this sequence, and you can see what happens. You choose private reply, you choose the message you want to send them, and then you choose the post that you want anybody who comments, you choose the post that you want to send it to people on, this one, save and finish, and done. Anybody who comments is going to get that message. Now, this is the fastest way you can do this out of any other platform. You can switch to your other pages over here. You can look at your subscribers over here. So you can actually, it's a live chat feature where you can go in and talk to users right here. You could literally type a message, it'll send it to them. You can add tags to users. You'll see if they've given you their email, it'll actually populate in this field right here. Their phone number will populate right there. We've got a bunch of awesome settings that you'll be able to go through and figure out exactly what to do behind the scenes, adding custom fields so you can save value about people, you can tag people. We've got all of our templates. This is going to be an important piece. When you sign in, even if you use a template, it's not going to show up over here. These are my templates. These are the templates that I've created. If you're using somebody else's templates or you buy a template, it'll just show up in your workflows area, and you can import those templates right here. So I literally can create a template, copy this code, put it in the import template area, submit, boom. It's going to pre-build that campaign directly into my system. Then you have your integrations, which you guys are going to notice. We're going to have a lot of Groove integrations coming up for you guys, which is going to be awesome. Then we have our automations, which is how you actually trigger those integrations. In the billing section, that's where you can actually buy your text message plan, so on and so forth. So that's, I know, like drinking water out of a fire hose, but I'd love to know just how excited you guys are about being able to use this. This is going to be awesome. And you'll be able to start getting subscribers within a day. Literally within today, you can actually go in and make your first m.me link and share it with your subscribers and start generating leads. And then I will be teaching you guys over time how we monetize those leads, because I think that's one of the most important things is, all right, so I've got all these subscribers in Messenger. I'm using the 24-hour window. I'm collecting their email address, but how do I monetize them? How do I make money? I'm going to show you how to use sponsored messages. I'm going to show you how to do the whole work. So this is just the beginning. And I can tell you guys are super excited. I love the comments. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Travis, comments were completely off the hook. We were actually having a the conversation in Skype, that's, you'll see that blowing up that we were saying. Yeah. What do we show? Do we show breaking news? Do we show what people are saying, or do we say Travis is demoing the templates? And because there was so many comments that the people were saying about how excited they are. Awesome. I was actually like picturing my head when you said training, like the TMZ logo, just like that font, like TMZ, like we would have CMT, like, and that would just be something that stands for ChatMatic training.
I love it.
We do a lot of training in Groove. 4 days a week, and I know that they just soak up the training. So when you said if it'd be okay if I can do some training here and there for the people or on a regular basis, which I know you already do, our members are going to be really stoked about all the additional training they're going to be getting. As you said, it was kind of like, drinking through a fire hose. It's, as if somebody would have said to us, hey, do a Groove Pages demo in 10 minutes. There was so much to go over there, but we're going to be able to really slow this down and do some actual tactical and strategic training from day one, beginner, setting up your first campaigns, why you do something, why it's effective, the do's and the don'ts, what Facebook will allow you to do with the software, what they don't like. There's so many exciting things. And Travis, I know that, you spoke at our event last year, and we had a growing company. And first we started with Groove Cart, and you were like, all right, I'm ready to help you do the Groove Cart ads. And we're like, well, we switched to Groove Pages. And then you're like, okay, I'm ready to help you with the Groove Pages. We're like, okay, well, now it's GrooveFunnels. And then we finally got an opportunity to be able to put this into our marketing. So we're going to be doing some actual case studies with our own ads and the return on investment that it's done with us in the trainings. We're just really excited about what's going on in the future. So what we want to do now is maybe bring on just some of our crew here that's been behind the scenes, pop in, have a little bit of a Brady Bunch. And I know Donna's back there, David Lemon, Deb Cole are back there, and they've been watching the comments, so they can help us with some of the questions that people have. I'd love to throw a couple in, but I know they did such a good job in there. Like some people said, what about analytics? But they've got these questions already put into a priority. So let's try to do this. And so I know there's so many questions. Let's do this in the speed round and try to get every question answered within 90 seconds or less. If it needs more, obviously we'll go. But to get them all in, we'll try to have a spirit of 60 to 90 seconds per question. So go for it, girls.
I'll jump in first. First question is, recap the difference between free versus upgrade and what the users get. What's in it for them?
Sure. So those of you guys who are free Groove users, you're going to be getting a free account at ChatMatic as well. Nice little company there, little sister deal where you're going to be getting up to 250 subscribers. Now that's free and upgrade as far as subscribers. You guys are both going to be getting 250 free subscribers per page. If you are an upgraded Groove member, you can have as many pages as you want free for up to 250 subscribers. So there's also that. But if you're an upgraded Groove member, then what you're going to be getting is access to our agency accelerator, which is our training that's going to take you, guys, this is like 60 to 70 modules. Not that you have to go through all of them ahead of time, but everything from mindset to execution to over the shoulder to selling clients to live sales calls. You guys are going to be getting access to that training platform. Then on top of that, you're going to be getting access to our template club, which is literally a housing system for all of the templates that we create in-house. So you will not have to worry about building templates right away. You'll have them. We're going to be getting you guys access to that. So that's the major difference is you get the upgraded training and the templates. If you are an upgraded Groove member, you're going to get that additional.
Okay, great. So Travis, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting some questions up on the screen as we read them for you so that all of our members can see the questions. So our next question we're going to pop on the screen says, and I'll read that one here. I need my reading glasses. That says, can you demonstrate where we can access ChatMatic with GrooveFunnels? So let me talk about that now. Travis is going to show you how you can actually get your account. And right now there is no access to ChatMatic in GrooveFunnels or vice versa. So the announcement today is that this is official and the hands are locked. We are major investment partners in ChatMatic. ChatMatic is its own company. Travis is the CEO, and starting today, we're going to be forging a partnership that will only continue to grow. And that means that we are going to now put on a whole new hat now that the deal is done and say, okay, what are the resources that are needed for ChatMatic? What are the resources that are needed for Groove and ChatMatic to talk to each other? And then on the GrooveFunnels side, what are the resources that we could put into GrooveFunnels to actually start integrating our user interface to have deeper integration with ChatMatic? So that is starting today with meetings and whiteboards and things like that. So this is definitely something that will come in over time. In the meantime, the number one priority that we're going to be doing with Groove and ChatMatic is doing an integration like we currently do with things like ActiveCampaign, Kajabi, Aweber, and different things like that. We're going to be doing an integration as if they're separate companies that would allow you to do everything that you do need to do, and then we'll be going deeper. Having said that, I'm going to turn it over to Travis to tell you how you can actually get signed up, and our team will put the links in where you could sign up to get your free account, and then we'll once you get your free account, we're going to be getting Travis all of the paid members. And so give us, Donna, does about a week sound okay for us? Look, about a week for us to give us the tens of thousands of upgraded members to Travis so that he can create something with our team to sync that up so that we can automate the process of getting you the paid members, their accounts, their training, and all the different things that Travis just recapped. In the meantime, Travis, how do they sign up to connect their Facebook account to your ChatMatic software?
So yeah, it's super easy. I know we have a link. I think we're going to be able to pop it in here for you guys. We have a link. Everybody will just go over to this link. It's going to ask you to log in with Facebook. You log in with Facebook and you go. That literally is as easy as it's going to be. We got the link in there right now. You guys can see it's app.chatmatic.com/login. You go right there. You'll log in with Facebook. Make sure you give us all the permissions. Facebook's going to say, hey, we need permission to access your pages. Make sure you give us that, because what's going to happen is if you don't give us those permissions properly, if you add a page in the future, it might not show up in ChatMatic because you're not giving us the proper permission. So you guys can go there right now. Those of you guys who are upgraded Groove members, give us that little bit of time so that I can figure out on our side exactly how we're going to pull that information in and get you guys access. It might be something as easy as having you guys go to a certain page that you can only see inside of Groove that, once you sign up for it, it's going to get you access to the training and the templates. We'll get that sorted for you guys, but everybody can go in and start playing around right now with the free plan. I did see some questions that I can rattle off some answers to really quick. Eric said, "Can I get my old ChatMatic account?" If you log into ChatMatic, all the pages are still going to be there if you've used ChatMatic in the past. And then another question: do we get access to the affiliate program? Is there an affiliate program? Yes, we do have an affiliate program. We'll get into more details on that as well, as to how you can actually go about being an affiliate for ChatMatic. We actually make it super easy, and we help you become an affiliate for ChatMatic as well.
And Travis, it's probably good to say that we're probably going to be moving ChatMatic over the next 60 or 90 days. ChatMatic's pages to Groove pages. We're going to be putting ChatMatic on GrooveSell. There'll be a new affiliate program on GrooveSell. So right now, obviously, you get started, and we'll bring everybody over at that point. So you don't want to wait. But and there's going to be exciting things for ChatMatic. Everything's on the table now. We're going to be talking about some new pricing structures, more aggressive. And when we say aggressive, that means better for the market, right? Because what we want to do is we want to go out and really, really compete and make ChatMatic the number one software of its kind out there. Put all of our resources behind that. In order to do that, that means we're going to look at the pricing plans and make them more aggressive, more affordable, easier for people to reach, better value, more things you're going to get more for less, essentially. More features for less money. And so all these things are going to be coming. So I think we're going to get back to some of the questions, but I think just to put everybody's mind at ease as to make sure you get to my question is one of the very, very first things that Travis is going to be doing is going to be announcing a post-announcement training. All right. So just, rest assured that, probably in the next 24 hours, we're going to be making an announcement, Trav, and that could be later this week or early next week.
I can actually get into it right now if you're okay with it. I can tease it out a little bit right now. What we're going to do.
Go for it.
Putting the pieces on it, guys. There's one training that I tell everybody to start out with in Messenger, and it's called my 5-day guaranteed lead challenge. And what it is, it's a 5-day training program where we meet up every single day for about an hour and a half for 5 consecutive days. And by the end, you have leads coming in. We build sequences. I give you the sequence that I build live. And what we're going to do for this special Groove partnership is I'm going to be building a brand new 5-day challenge that you guys can all join live that directly relates to using ChatMatic with Groove. So every single day, we're going to go through features of ChatMatic, how we can use this to promote our pages in Groove, how we can, integrate the two essentially. And so we will be hosting a training that all of you guys are going to be getting access to. It's going to be a 5-day challenge. We normally charge for this, but again, as sort of a way to kick off what I think is going to be a great relationship for most of you, we want to be able to offer that for free. So I'm going to be hosting the 5-day guaranteed lead challenge. I'll get you guys the information. I'll let the team make a big announcement in the group and email about the free training. But also, if you sign up for ChatMatic, we'll also notify you guys as well. So it's going to be a completely free training for all of you guys to join, getting access to the templates and everything. So that's going to be coming, and it's 5 days back to back. You'll be able to get access to the replays if you can't attend, and we'll make sure all of you guys are taken care of and generating leads quickly.
All right, awesome. So let's get that. So there we go. We're going to be doing training, and that's what our members love the most. Travis, I'm just going to be upfront, right? We've been talking with you for a long time, speaking at our events, and having you say, "Hey, let me help you with your ads," and your software has kind of been in the background. I think I did a webinar with you like a year and a half ago, and we talk a lot about, it's usually very abstract. Hey, I'm adding this to ChatMatic. Hey, I'm going to be adding this to ChatMatic. We just released this with ChatMatic, but that's kind of like over there unless I'm on a webinar with you. And then the conversation started about how can we work together and how we led up to this part here. It's actually been a while since I've actually seen the software truly demoed just the way that you did. And John and myself and the team were actually typing in there literal words like, this is badass. This is exciting. I've actually learned a lot about the software and, just seeing the way the template library worked and you saying how people can design things and actually have a marketplace where they could sell it. These are things that other platforms don't have. I actually had a big smile on my face. So that was exciting. So John, I see you popping in here. Anything you want to say before we get to the next question?
No, man, I'm just ready.
Nope. We clicked the wrong button. Back to you, John.
No. I'm just sitting here ready for this to go. I'm just sitting here waiting on every word Travis is saying, man. Loving it.
All right. So let's put up our.
I mean, we literally, this version of the software, guys, has been 8 months in development, and we just released it 2 weeks ago after a lot of debugging. This is literally the beginning. It laid a foundation for us to be able to do some amazing things with Groove. Now we actually have the ability to add integrations like what some of these guys are asking for. Hey, can we automatically set it up where if somebody gives me their email, it adds them to Groove? These are things that we're going to be able to do in Q4. So, where we're at right now, when you guys get in, just realize, get in, get my feet wet, get making some templates, but it's going to get so significantly much better. I've been building ChatMatic for 4 years, and it's just now at the point where I actually feel like, wow, I really like it. I've loved it along the way, but.
And Travis, aren't there some other social media platforms that you're integrating with ChatMatic?
Right now we have SMS. We're looking at how can we help automate some communication. I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure Facebook is going to release bot messaging for Instagram pretty soon. And when they do that, it'll be very easy for us to also build that in ChatMatic and have that as a feature as well. So you'll be able to automate Instagram DMs and Messenger DMs all from within ChatMatic, still sending text messages, things like that. So yeah, we're literally like, we just built the launch pad. We just built the space shuttle. Now we're actually ready to take flight. ChatMatic's at that point where it's ready to do those kind of things. And so, yes, I see a question. Do we have Zap integration at the moment? Yes, we actually have webhooks. You guys will be familiar with that, but we also do have a Zap. When you're in ChatMatic, when you log in at the top right, if you click your profile image, you'll see it says API information. Click that. There's a full PDF that walks through our integration guide, step-by-step, screenshot by screenshot, making it easier for you guys.
So, folks, the link that we're giving you, Travis, I believe you already have that set up to get them their free 250 with the link that we gave them.
It's right away. Yep.
Yes. So the question was, how will ChatMatic know that I'm a paid user? As we said, we're going to be getting with Travis and getting all of the paid users access to an automation process that's going to automatically upgrade that stuff in your account. So that could take about a week. So right now, the important thing is you do have access to the 250 and the first training that Travis is going to be doing. So, all right, team, any other questions, or are we good here to let this sit in the Facebook group and then start moving on to the next phase of training?
Hey guys, I just want to acknowledge all of the questions that are coming in, and there are so many that have come in that we haven't even thought about yet. So,
and many of them are for their training, right? They're going to be really more training.
Yeah. What if I have this account already? What if I'm already a Agency Accelerator Club member? What if I use a different email from my GrooveFunnels account to my ChatMatic account? All of those things we still need to figure out. And as always, we want to get you the information as fast as possible, but as clearly as possible. And we're going to try to resolve any of those things from a programming end first. So rest assured, we see the questions. We don't necessarily have your answers yet, but as soon as we will communicate them with you. As I've said many, many times before, we are as transparent as Wonder Woman's invisible jet. If we're not talking about something, it's because we haven't decided it yet, not because we're holding it back from you. So there are a lot of questions that we still have to sit in meetings and answer.
So let me say this, because I think this is also very important. Thank you, Donna. That makes me glad that you said that, so that this gets out on this stream. We have nearly, I haven't looked in a while, but it could be close to 250,000 members of GrooveFunnels that are free. What that means is potentially 250,000 people can have access, but everybody would have to see the stream, get their emails, read it, understand the value, but could get access to ChatMatic, the free 250. ChatMatic is a paid software. It has support set up for 500, 1,500, 2,000 type of users, and overnight we could be flooding the support desk for both GrooveFunnels and for ChatMatic. So here's what we're going to respectfully ask everybody: treat this like any other day. Okay, that there was an announcement. There's a link. You can see it right here below me on the screen that says where to get your account. You're going to log that in. Please do us all a favor. Wait for the next trainings. Have your questions ready. We'll be doing trainings and Q&A. What we're going to respectfully ask you to do is, if you can, please don't go to the help desk, or especially Travis's help desk right now, as the support team is going to be ramped up for the additional free users and people that are coming in right now. Let's look at this as an announcement, and all the questions that you have will be answered on the future trainings, future communications, future Facebook group posts, and those types of things right now. We want to hold this to the spirit of an announcement and a quick demo of what you get, and announce that there's going to be training with a 5-day challenge and all these things that Travis are going to be doing, and you'll be able to get your questions done there. For the most part, if you have a Facebook account, all you really need to do right now is go to the link below that you see, app.chatmatic.com/login. There's a big blue button there that says connect with Facebook. Granted all the permissions. Maybe go through some of the training and tutorial videos, but at that point, if you have a question or you get stuck, probably best not to go into the support desk. Probably best to wait until Travis does the next set of trainings that he just announced, and we'll be talking about it in our Facebook group. So Donna, that reminded me of that, and I think that's gonna help our team, because if you go to our help desk, our team is literally going to say, how do I answer this? And then we're going to get stuck in this loop of, well, get it to Travis in Skype. And then Travis is, going to be saying, well, I'm preparing for a training that is already going to address this tomorrow. So at that, I think, I'm as we say in the industry, recapping the recap here. I made my point, but I really want to stress how much you could help us by being patient as we release more information and webinars.
I do want to hammer that home. It's important to note that our support team is learning about this right now as you are. Right now is what our support team is learning. So they're not ready to answer any of your questions. So,
and one thing
we weren't ready to leak anything.
Go ahead, Travis. The one thing I want to mention to everybody who's signing up is the way that I've created this from a how do I support you the best structure was just like with Groove, a lot of what we do, including training, questions, support, a lot of it is mitigated and expedited in our group. So make sure you guys go to facebook.com, groups, ChatMatic. Go join our group. It's for members only. So it's going to ask you whatever email you use to join. We're going to get you into the group. This has case studies in it. Go to the videos tab. You'll see tons of videos. I just released 2 brand new walkthrough videos for ChatMatic this last week. I'm always uploading training videos. I think if you go in there right now, you'll probably see 5 or 6 videos from me. It's a really highly active group, and we've got some amazing users in ChatMatic. So if you guys have a question like, hey, how do I do this? You can post it in our group, get that post approved, and probably have an answer within 2 to 6 hours. So that's a way better way than going to support and being like, hey, why can't I find this? Try it in Facebook. If your post gets approved, you'll get answers. If it gets denied, it's usually the best option to go to the support desk. But go through some of the posts in the group, watch some of those videos, look at some of our previous posts. You guys will see I'm highly active in there. I make probably about 1 or 2 posts a day. And you can literally just go to Facebook and you can search ChatMatic, and our ChatMatic group will show up. You can apply to join. And there's tons that you guys can do to get a head start on training, case studies, over the shoulder. Just consume some training, but then also get your hands dirty. Suggestion number 1 is go log in, go create a workflow, and then create a trigger for that workflow so that you can see how does this stuff work, and then play around with it. Spend a week making a sequence and seeing how it works. And then if you stumble on something and you can't troubleshoot it yourself, go into our group, ask our users, ask me, and we'll help you guys get it going.
Okay, so I've got my ChatMatic hat on, and as you can see, this is the way the young kids wear it today. Sorry, Travis, I'm old school. I'm gonna have to do what you see the OK boomers do. I'm gonna take this thing in, and if all of you guys in there that are 45 and over can kind of respect what I'm doing right now with this, what I call the cooler look that, definitely says that I'm a boomer, because I just rounded this. And Travis, we're going to be getting you your GrooveFunnels hat as well. So there we go. Deb, you like it. I'm getting the thumbs up.
I feel it's an East Coast, West Coast thing. It's
maybe it's an East Coast thing, right?
Yeah.
I grew up with the curved bill. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the Hawaii thing. They do straight bills here. I don't know.
All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up. Put it in the chat. Let us all see. What do you guys like? You like the more modern day, leave the tag hanging off? That thing should look like it just came right off the shelf and never bend the rim, or do you like the boomer look where we kind of look like that, the ChatMatic hat? John, how are you going to wear your hat? Okay. John, we've got a picture of you like that when the Miami Dolphins won the Super Bowl. That picture. It was the happiest day of your life, or one of the happiest days of your life. You just reminded me of that. Okay, everybody, we're gonna wrap this up. This is going to be, obviously, some people said, is there going to be a replay? This is going to be right in the Facebook group. I'm actually going to puff that up a little bit. It's going to be in the Facebook group. More to come. We want to thank Travis for getting up so early, 5:30 in the morning or earlier over on his end in Hawaii. We actually saw the sunrise come up, and our team for producing. John, thanks so much. I'm going to let you close it out. John and Travis, over to you guys for the close.
Hey, Travis, I'm glad I drove over that day to Tampa and had lunch with you.
Yeah, man, it was obviously great to connect there, and then I'm excited to see what this is going. And just guys, remember that I'll leave you all with this, like, This is literally just the beginning of something amazing. So whatever you guys see here is the bare minimum, and you're going to see things happen and grow really fast. I've got some cool plans for you. I see a lot of people asking for the hat. When you generate a certain amount of subscribers, some of you guys are going to be getting hats. We also have shirts. So we've got some cool things to help you guys grow. And I want to have fun, and I want to help you guys build your business, because ultimately building a successful business should be fun and exciting. So I'm excited to see what we can do with you guys, and go have fun.
Awesome. Thanks, Travis. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Look forward to it.